Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bantz Lawrencia. How are you all doing? Hope you're doing great. For today's episode, I'm back again to give you an update on Chidimma Adetshina's story. Now, for some of you who don't know, Chidimma Adetshina has been crowned Miss Universe Nigeria. And let me just give you a bit of a background. So Chidimma was born in South Africa to a Nigerian parent, and according to the story, her parents moved to South Africa. They didn't have their papers, and according to what people are saying, the mother stole an identity of somebody, started using the identity, gave birth to Chidimma, and Chidimma, she's 23 years old now. She's lived all her life in South Africa, and according to the story, she's been to Nigeria, or she was brought to Nigeria when she was about 3 years old. So since then, she has never, for the past 20 years, Chidimma has never been to Nigeria. Chidimma was born and bred in South Africa. Now, Chidimma thinking, okay, everything is okay. She's South African. She has an ID. She's schooled in South Africa. So she entered for the Miss South Africa beauty pageant. Now, during the course of this whole thing, and according to the South Africa beauty pageant organizers, they said that she was qualified. She had everything. She had her papers, and they allowed her to participate. But when people started digging into her past, for whatever reason, I am not sure, but obviously her name is Chidimma Adetshina, and you know that is a Nigerian name. So South Africans took it upon themselves to start digging up Chidimma's past, and on the course of that investigation, they realized that, okay, Chidimma Adetshina's identity, or her mother's identity, was in question, or, you know, according to them, for the fact that her mom stole an identity, so Chidimma's identity should also be investigated. I don't know how that works, but for the fact that she's been there for over 20 years and she studied there, what makes you a citizen? I am not sure. Anyway, from the whole backlash of the whole back and forth online and her family being exposed online, Chidimma dropped out of the Miss South Africa 2024 pageant. Now, Nigerians, you know, Nigerians and South Africa, they have this love-hate relationship between them. They started going at each other, and then Nigerians felt that South Africans did that wrong. Like, this is our own, this is our daughter, this is one of us. And you know, Nigerians, they like pity story, like, you know, they are very emotional, so they decided to give Chidimma a chance. Now, before then, Miss Universe Nigeria was already in progress. They were already I think for some stages, they've done some stages and gearing towards the end of the pageant. Now, Silverbird CEO Ben Bruce decided to invite Chidimma to come and participate in the Miss Universe Nigeria, not minding that this pageant, they've already been through some other rigorous processes, like protocols have been put in place to ensure that people start from the beginning to the end of the pageant. Now, he invited her, and maybe, you know, sometimes you transfer from one school to the other, and you don't have to like start from the beginning. Anyway, Chidimma arrived in Nigeria, entered the beauty pageant, and ladies and gentlemen, Chidimma has been crowned Miss Universe Nigeria 2024. Now, Nigerians have mixed feelings over these things because, according to some Nigerians, they said that South Africans voted heavily for Chidimma so that Chidimma can take the crown and bring it back to South Africa. Now, some Nigerians are saying that regardless of whether the votes shouldn't have counted at this point, or Chidimma's vote should have been disabled, because obviously with this whole story that went viral, people are obviously going to vote for Chidimma because that's the face that they know online. So what they should have done is maybe put some criteria in place to ensure that although she participated, she may not come out top, or she may not even win the pageant. So some other people felt that she was not even supposed to have participated in that beauty pageant. Let me just share a couple of reactions from Nigerians analyzing the situation on how Chidimma got crowned Miss Universe Nigeria 2024, and watch this.
I understand that, we want to welcome her, we want to celebrate, we're happy that she's a part of us. Nobody's she's not been to Nigeria in 20 years. That's if she has ever been to Nigeria.
Does she know where Taraba State is?
She doesn't even know the state she's representing.
Does she know
That
where
is
Taraba
what
State
I
is?
do not like.
It's
about
just
win in peace.
I don't think it's about winning in peace.
But no,
I think that Nigerians get emotional over everything. Sometimes things happen to people that might be negative, but that does not mean that, because she now decided to come to Nigeria and participate, and conveniently she won.
Life is not a fairy tale.
So in terms of like the stages of these competitions, she came in when they were already at certain stages.
Yes.
So I'm even wondering to myself, was there somebody not representing Taraba before? If there wasn't, that's a different thing. But if there was, so you removed somebody from who was representing Taraba to put her in that place. She's never been to Taraba.
I'm
not done. I'm actually surprised that Blessings and Lolo are on this side and you're the one who's talking about can a girl win in peace? Because it feels like Nigerians love this idea of around it's grace, it's unmerited favor.
Yeah.
No, she could have come, you could have acknowledged her, but I don't think she was supposed to come, participate, and then win.
Exactly.
You're doing a disservice to the name and the brand of the pageant.
So I would have expected that even if she came, we could acknowledge her.
Yes.
I don't even think she should be allowed to participate.
I feel that I think it has just been written in stars for her for a long time. Yeah, I mean, I take the unpopular stance here, but I think it is something that she has been groomed into. She has, for me, this has been a long time coming for her. The fact that, number one, maybe, like you say, is leaning into the game between South Africa and Nigeria.
Obviously.
I don't think that can ever go away, but Nigerians are now stepping up, or Nigeria is stepping up and saying, let's bring her home, let's celebrate her. Probably there wasn't a Miss Taraba standing
even if there wasn't,
and then let her win. Those are two different things.
Not probably let her win.
No doubt.
Exactly. When we're watching it, Lolo said, "Oh, she's beautiful." Anna was carried away. She's beautiful. She's eloquent. It's not a matter of being. I don't think for me.
But there are criteria. Because if there are criteria, that means there are rules to follow. Mm-hmm. There are ways to follow. If protocol needs to be broken for someone, then there should be a caveat. What do you think this does to all the other girls in the pageant?
I'm telling you,
it's honestly, it's way too obvious. Now I understand the need to bring her home and celebrate her, but it is not a pity party, right? We get that. Okay, fine. Let's even say she's allowed to participate. That's enough celebration.
I understand that we're emotional people. I understand that we want to welcome her and also to crown her. I mean, it's a very good story to take to the Miss Universe, to World Miss Universe, obviously, but I don't even think, if you look at Miss Rivers, I think should have been the one to get the crown, because she's been there, she worked hard for that pageant. But anyway, now one of the reasons that they gave was she has never been to Nigeria. She doesn't even know where Taraba is, because she contested as Miss Taraba. Does she even know where Taraba is? She doesn't know. But the reality is Chidimma came unprepared to Nigeria to contest for she's prepared in South Africa. She was prepared to run for the pageant, and maybe she took notes, and all beauty pageants, they have one charity cause or the other that is very passionate or close to their hearts that they would like to support. Now Chidimma, now in Nigeria, she has been crowned Miss Universe Nigeria. She was asked in a recent interview that, okay, what would you, as a queen, you've been crowned a queen, what would be your contribution to Nigeria? Chidimma said, well, in fact, let me just play that video for you to see.
Because I have lived there for 23 years, and it's heartbreaking to see that I wasn't welcomed and accepted. Okay. Well, you're welcome here.
But you're welcome here, and you're the queen.
Yes. Yeah. I just didn't want to talk about it, but it's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking, and there were certain things that happened behind the scene that actually made me withdraw, and it was so heartbreaking to see that I had to withdraw. close to the finale, and but a decision had to be made, and it really hit social media as well.
Yeah.
And there was some statements that came out from Home Affairs with regards to my mom's ID as well, and that is still a legal matter, so I'm not going to comment on that. But what I do know is that I was born in South Africa, and I am a South African, and I'm still proudly Nigerian as well. And I was really excited to get an invitation from Silverbird to represent Nigeria in the Miss Universe Nigeria, to see that they saw that potential, and the love that I've received, it has been exceptional, not only from the group, from the organization, from the girls, but from Nigeria as well, and all over the world. And that's my whole journey.
Fantastic. And we'd like to say, like we've said at the start of the show, congratulations.
Yeah.
You are Miss Universe Nigeria, and we're proud of you. And I would just like to even move further right now, and let's talk about some of the wonderful things that you plan on doing as Queen.
So I do have some things planned out. So far, we're still working around with it. I don't want to be a queen that just focuses on one dimension. I want to go wild. I want to go everywhere. I want to make sure that I contribute and I impact not only just in Nigeria, everywhere. So I want to make sure that I use this platform that is given to me wisely. And as long as I know that I'm going to impact one person, I know that I've already done my job.
Now, watching this video, you could understand that Chidimma was not prepared. Chidimma did not even have a talking point on what she's going to do as a queen in Nigeria. She said she's not just going to be a queen in Nigeria, she's going to be a queen. Okay, but first of all, you're a queen in Nigeria. You should have one or two things lined up. I don't even think she believed that she was going to win, because if she had that conviction that she was going to win, maybe she would have I don't know. I think the bottom line here is, for parents or for young people who are traveling, and they're traveling, you're relocating to a particular country, and you're going there as a visitor, or you're using a visiting visa to get there, thinking, okay, you're going to go there, you're going to sort yourself out. During the process of sorting yourself out, do you commit any crime? Because most people, when they get there, they use other people's documents to work. And then most times, even if they start working, they start collecting one thing or the other, and they start giving birth to children there, they don't put those kids into consideration, because I don't think at that point they're even thinking their child is going to grow up to stand on an international stage. So this is the sins of the father being visited upon Chidimma. I understand South Africa, this is the law, because at the end of the day, if you're illegal or you're an illegal immigrant and you stole an identity, that on itself is a crime. So if that is the situation, and that was how Chidimma was brought in, or Chidimma obtained her own citizenship under that false identity or stolen identity, then I understand South African sentiment. But at the end of the day, Nigerians are still saying, listen, yes, we sympathize with her, we welcome her, but what about our own? We have kicked over 15 girls aside just to hand the crown over to Chidimma to appease her, or to continue this battle between South Africa and Nigeria. Now, my point is, a lot of South Africans, because this is kind of counted votes, if there was any time for Nigerians to re-election, this would have been it. If there was any time for Nigerians to say, okay, yes, we understand that you invited, you contested, but the crown should have been given to the rightful owner, or to the person that started from the beginning of the contest. And that, for me, I think Miss Rivers should have been the queen. She is taller than Chidimma, she's more beautiful than Chidimma. I think Chidimma just had a very good story. And Ben Bruce, I think he was the one that, people think, oh, we know how Nigerian election work. This is Nigerian election playing out for everybody to see. I wish Chidimma all the best. Congratulations to her. I know she's been through a lot. Nobody is trying to add on to her pressure. But at the end of the day, history is going to remember that this is how she got her crown. And because, listen, because we are very good at saying unmerited favor. Did she merit that crown? The answer is no. Was she given the crown? Yes, she was given the crown. But hopefully she's going to, sort herself out and then look for some very good cause that she could attach herself to. Leave South Africans alone, leave the world alone. Now you're in Nigeria. Now you won Miss Universe Nigeria. Focus on Nigeria. Develop a new cause and then champion that cause to see it. You are an international brand, so you could easily get a charity or get a cause and make it worthwhile, and then people will forget about all this drama that is happening right now. I hope she gets it together and I hope she does well. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. Today's episode is once again sponsored by DBC's Weeks. We sell wholesale retail, and if you want to partner with us on a project, we're happy to do that. Please like and share, subscribe to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and then let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think that Chidimma actually deserved this? Or do you think that Nigerians once again played politics where politics was not necessary? Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.